I think Tony is the worst thing that could have ever happened to him and this investigation. If Seth would just open his eyes, he would see that a lot of his problems started as soon as that man came along. Seth, I pray to God in time that you get rid of Tony. He is a downfall for you. He is an absolute downfall for you. And you don't need anybody to talk for you. You can talk for yourself.
Why are they going after people who are trying to help Seth? You guys, Tony Mathis is only merely trying to be a good friend to Seth Rogers.
I think Tony leaked that audio too. I wholeheartedly believe that. I think Tony leaked that audio to frame Trevor, to turn Seth against Trevor. I believe that with every fiber of my being. Look at this, guys. Because you know we said phony, Tony, baloney. Look. How hilarious is that? They put Tony on an Oscar Mayer. TikTok Tony. Baloney full of it. Oh, TikTok Tony baloney, full of it. I do. Oh, y'all didn't even get to see it. I thought I was damn sharing. My bad. Hold on. Hang on, guys.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, my right hand to God, Seth and Tony, or At Night Media, or anybody for that matter, doesn't give me a single talking point for my live streams. What I do every night is on my own accord.
I got another thing that I caught that Rev said today that I think is pretty vital that we all need to talk about, and that's Tony. Did you guys notice? Tony was telling T-Rev that he needed to basically filter his subscribers and filter the calls. You only let a certain amount of people call in. And the people that call in, you need to control everything that they say. Not only did he do that, but then he also said that he's got records for all creators. A lot, well, not all creators, but he's got records on a lot of creators. What are you doing, Tony? Who do you think you are? When it gets to this point, y'all, this is a very problematic. T-Paul says, you all have done the best for this child. I have seen so many people catch it and thrown under the bus. Tony has polluted all of the good. Time Parents gets their story straight. Odd that TikTok Tony also claimed he had stacks of people's information. Yes, Mohawk Mama, that's another one. Claiming that he's got creators. I think he told T-Rev he's got creators records. What's wrong with you people? What is wrong with you? I'm sorry, that don't make any sense.
Yeah, why are you collecting information on other people?
For all of them. This goes for Seth, Katie, and Chris. Huh? Why? Seth, why do you got audio of Chris? Like, why are we doing this? That's not helping us. But I do think that he's being led astray by Tony. I think Tony is the worst thing that could have ever happened to him and this investigation. If Seth would just open his eyes, he would see that a lot of his problems started as soon as that man came along.
Agree.
I think Dolly said it earlier. He dropped about 80% of his support same day that Tony got started.
Yep.
And so for me, it's like I still question if there's some type of outside influence, with that whole situation, because, I just don't think somebody could mess up as badly as Tony Mathis has messed up and it not be intentional.
Oh, of course it's intentional. Yeah. No, I don't trust him. I agree with everything you said, Brittany.
Wait a minute. Tony said he wants a tattoo that's half of Caleb's face. What? Huh? Why? See, I can't with these people.
I heard Titanium Bill was being a complete jerk and being super, super, super judgmental about Bullhorn Betty getting a tattoo. Come the freak on. Don't you have something better to do with yourself? Why don't you go focus on your boutique? Leave Betty alone. I haven't even seen Betty speak on these people. Like, come on. Seriously. I would have waited to get the tattoo after court, though. I don't know, be frank. Honestly, can we just call it for what it is? It doesn't matter whether Betty would have got the tattoo today or next week. They're all going to come after her regardless. I seen people today excuse the 50, or not the 50, but I think, I think there's like 50 other people, maybe not that many that really got it. But people said, so what if 50 other people got the tattoos? Betty didn't have to. So like they don't care that these people don't care about the tattoos.
Huh? Why?
People, when it comes to Tony, even like when I was, a little bit sidetracking Tony, I still would not say that was his, what, on a camera. That's just ridiculousness. That
I know, it was horrible.
that this people saying
Horrible.
that it's his, and I'm just like, what's wrong with people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was absolutely freaking horrible.
I did. I had so many nicknames for it earlier, y'all. It was so funny. What did Yvette say? You had I said his what did I say? His winky. Tony's winky. His tallywhacker. His what do you call it?
Snake.
One-eyed Willie.
Hey, there you go.
Twinkle Toes Tony.
Brilliant, Aries.
Tiny Tony. Connie.
Oh,
Turtle. Oh my Lord. Turtlehead Tony. Oh my Lord,
Brilliant.
Janine. You are
that
funny.
is brilliant.
It was absolutely freaking horrible.
Why is that Nik guy coming in after 6 months thinking that he's going to be the hero? Well, cheapskate, I'm going to call it like I see it. I'm sorry, Nik, but I do believe it's about clicks and views. I do believe it's about getting a name for yourself. Absolutely. And then he's like, he comes in guns a-blazing. I just demonetized myself. He comes in and he's all like, you YouTubers, y'all ruin everything. Y'all messed it all up. Let me come in and fix it for you. Excuse me? Excuse me?
If it wasn't for YouTubers, this wouldn't have been brought out in the public as much.
Exactly. If it wasn't, well, I mean, let's just call it what it is, shall we? If it wasn't for YouTubers, us, dramatic little YouTubers over here, us YouTubians that don't know what we're talking about, Nik, you would have never even found out about Sebastian's case. I mean, there's only so much you can trust somebody that you don't know, but for the most part, I think that Josh from the lab is a good dude, and he warned about Nik and basically said that there was some good people being deceived. So for me, like, that's my verification pretty much. Besides, I've got people had emailed me today also warning me about it. But look, it says on November the 19th, 2022, the Doug Papa Podcast published episode 127 titled Nicolaus.
Nicolaus? Yeah, it's Nicolaus. Oh my God, how do you say that last name?
I don't even know. I was just going to say Hats, okay? Published episode 127 titled Nicolaus Hatzai-Festachtow. I don't know. Felon, racist, fake news reporter. I don't even know.
Fraud and liar, still in prison.
I don't know. Anyway, it says felon, racist, fake reporter, fraud, and liar still in prison. Okay. Convicted felon Nicolaus T. Hat was released from prison on May 24th, 2023, and is currently on parole. He's still on parole. There it is. Look, date of birth, 8/19/1995. Wow.
I'm going to tell you, Brittany, right now, I don't have a good feeling about this guy.
No, I don't either.
Can we just, here's another thing too. Like, you're sitting here acting like they're all goody two shoes. And I noticed that Granny continuously brings up, that we trust a felon talking about Nik. You are so judgmental of a felon to be a felon yourself. I don't get that. How can you sit there and throw up constantly about Nik's past and how he's a felon and how we're all just following a felon?
She said some horrific things outside of Quentin Simon's family's house too. Like, she had no, I'll never forget this, she had no clue whatsoever of any details of that baby's death at that time. None of us did. They were, completely silent about it. But she sits there and talks about Leilani doing horrific graphic things, like shouting it with a bullhorn. And I'm like, this woman's sick. Like, she pulled that out of thin air, the things that she was saying, that like describing in graphic detail of ways that Leilani could have unalived Quentin. And
let's not forget the comment about the state of his decomposing body.
Oh God, that was horrible.
They sat up in the yard. They were smug as hell. I went to listen to this. I went to Leilani. I said, "How does it make you feel? Did you watch the life of your son go out of your eyes?" I said, "How does it make you feel to know that your child is nothing but a bag of maggots and skin and bones?" Just cold, that would have broke any mom that had nothing to do with their child's disappearance or death. And she was stone face cold, not an emotion.
She's probably just, and let's be real. She thinks she's far more than what she is. Like, she's superior to everybody. We can do what cops can't.
Bullhorn, is she the one that sued Queen Bee?
Yes, she's the one that's currently running the clock out on Queen.
Wow. That's crazy, isn't it?
So I think she is.
What supposedly did Queen Bee do wrong?
They would go live and talk about her a lot, like make fun of her and stuff.
Okay. All right.
So I think it's like, is it slander you got? I don't even know, because like I'm not really a big QB fan or anything, but I do. BHB has been to court for a year now. She can't even pay for a new car. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Betty doesn't bother anybody, and I'll be damned if anybody's going to bother her in my chat. She's not going to come over here and be harassed by people.
Well, so it said, I don't know if somebody can tell me. I really don't keep up, but from my understanding, Bullhorn Betty, it has been said that she brags about she will take someone to court and just extend it to basically exhaust all of their resources, ride the clock out on them. So till they're broken. Yeah. I mean, and I don't know if that's true. I've heard that.
There's no to drag yourself into something that we all know you won't be able to afford to get out. Now, maybe there are YouTubers, not in this case, on YouTube that can afford litigation, probably two. And that includes people that have 150 million followers and subscribers. Not anybody that has under 1 million. Not anybody that has under 15. If you have under 25 million subscribers and you think you're going to win, stop.
But if that's the case, it really makes me think about, here we go. Seth does an interview with BHB and Tony, are chumming it up over on TikTok. And then 2 weeks go by and here we are.
Yeah.
7 cease and desist letters.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And for Seth and Tony, you guys, it is amazing. Maybe you don't want the help of all of these researchers and people going out there actually, boots on the ground, actually doing the work. But you're actually making it so that the next missing child, the next missing person, nobody is going to step up to volunteer because of the way that you guys are treating those volunteers. So
Right.
at least I would think that you would have a little bit of consideration just for the common good. you know?
Here's the thing, these people are taking their own personal biases and they hate Betty because Betty and Queen Bee have been entrenched in a legal battle. I mean, let's just call it for what it is.
VHB did a live today, and her title was very clickbaity and disrespectful.
Was it talking about how she thinks child? Don't even know. I saw something.
Girl, she goes live. I'll just say it. She goes live from her car. Doesn't even wait until she gets home. She's freaking on the brink of a heart attack. Like, she can't even breathe. She's
what? Saying it's Sebastian's phone.
Yeah,
it's Sebastian. Oh, yes. Good Lord.
Her title, you guys help me. Was her title
disgusting?
Was, Sebastian Rogers remains. She didn't say Sebastian.
She did
remains,
not. Well, you know what?
Like,
she did. She did. That's disgusting.
And then it was
makes me so angry.
At Chris Proudfoot's job site in Memphis. It was something like that. Sebastian Rogers remains found at St. Jude's.
Easier for me if I see you. Sorry, I'm trying to get everything situated. I'm just finding out about this. I just found out that there is a potential of a remains being found by St. Jude, near St. Jude's. I'm just finding out about this. I had to leave. I had to go get some things. I had to run some errands and get some lunch. Oh, shoot. Golly. That is awful. Sorry about that. I'll have to fix you guys whenever I get back home. But for now, this is where we're at. So I'm just learning about this right now. I'm trying to get home to see what is going on. Does any... Good gracious. This is not going to work at all. Okay. There we go. One way or another, I'm going to get it to work. Okay, guys, I'm back. So if anybody's got some information, I'm trying to get home right now so we can figure out what the heck is going on. I hope everybody is doing okay. It sounds like Seth is en route to the area from what I'm hearing. God gracious.
We have breaking news. I'm not sure if it's related to the Sebastian Rogers case or not, but I don't believe it is.
You see why I didn't want that bitch around Billy Joe? Like, no, everyone can hate everything I did in Quentin's case. I stand by it. That case actually changed my life, continues to change my life, but absolutely not. See, I can just stand outside your house, Billy Joe, and make thousands. That was it right there. Yeah. Right there, it was it. And like,
can you do me a favor and grab that link that I just dropped in chat? It's for Bullhorn Betty. Okay. As you guys know, Betty is going through a really hard time with the courts in Tennessee. Very unfairly, absolutely unfairly, has been targeted for merely trying to help Seth find his son. So Betty has a very expensive appeal that she has to pay for. So all of us, all of us creators, me, Justin, Josh, Seth, Tony, all of us, Nick, all of us who are working together are collectively coming together to help our friends. And we're asking you guys as Sebastian's army as well, if you can also help. It would mean so much.
Angela, I know you probably don't believe me, but I swear on my life, that's how I'm finding out everything. I have had one talk with Lesniak, which I told you about. I have not heard anything else back. They don't talk to me about anything. From what I can see with any other of the plaintiffs, I don't think they get talked to either. I have no clue what's going on. Everything that I know, I've told you everything. I mean, it's an absolute shit show, and then you got this stuff with Hong. I don't know. I mean, whatever the hell Hong is doing. I mean, I do think in a lot of regards, Granny's full of shit with some of the stuff that she's got a crackpot attorney. But I mean, as far as knowing anything, I don't know shit either. You know what I know, and I wish it's embarrassing. Actually, it's really embarrassing because I get that it's what do you call it, free or whatever, but fuck, even with a free attorney pro bono, they consult with you. I don't know. Then what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this weird top secret chat crap? Like, who are these people? Like, I don't even recognize their names. Is it multiple chats? Like, I'm not in any of this stuff. Which, like, this is absolutely. It really pisses me off because it's like I'm seeing people in these chats where it looks like they're, you know, in on the know or whatever, and none of these people are the plaintiffs at all. The last time I talked to Julie, which, I mean, Julie, I don't know where she's at with this, but the last I talked to her or Betty, I'm not alone. They're not talking to them either about anything. Like, we're all kind of out of the loop. It does make me wonder where is Lesniak in all of this, because he literally, I talked to him. You know what I mean? He's absolutely the attorney over this. I don't understand where he's at.
While I appreciate everything that Nik and his team are doing, I am absolutely not a partner to Nik and At Night Media. That's not true. None of us are legally or you know, we're not aligned with At Night Media
Yeah.
or Nik in any way more than a friendship. There's no transactions, nothing. None of us there. Look, we're a group of creators who have supported Tony and Seth and what they're doing, you know, what their goal is. There's that. I did, and this is also another one that they can, you know, take, and if whether they want to believe it or not, it doesn't matter. What matters to me is what you guys know and what the courts know and think. But I did not have any control over who and what Nik and his team decided to go against. Even if I wasn't a part of this at all, they were still going to, I don't want to say charges. What would you call it? These complaints against Granny and Barbecue.
This
That's,
injunction,
yeah.
is federal injunction, and this injunction it's a federal injunction, and you've got Lesniak on there. You have attorney Bruce Castor, who is the former Secretary of State of Pennsylvania. They are taking this case, and I think that speaks a lot in itself.
Yep.
That speaks a lot in itself. I mean, this is an attorney who led for Donald Trump, President of the United States.
I'm absolutely not a part of anything other than one of the people that they were filing the injunction against just so happened to be a person that I have had a ton of issues with. I was asked if I would want to be a part of this because, I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see what all's going on. It's been awful. I was asked if I wanted to be a part of it, and I said, let me think about it. You know, let me figure it out. I need to pray on it and just try to, you know, really, and Justin can tell you, I didn't just jump at this. I thought things
We
through.
really do.
Wow. There's proof for every single thing that I state and every single thing that is stated in this filing. There is physical proof from her words. Okay. We have it all. And Wispy says, did you read before agreeing to be included in this lawsuit? You seem surprised by the content. Curious. Well, absolutely. I'm not crazy, but when it comes to other people's complaints, I'm not involved with that. So as we're reading the stuff with Hong and think, I'm not privy to that. That's news to me. The only thing that I know about is what's going on with me and the legal ramifications and things. This part of the lawsuit is not about me. So yeah, some of the things that I'm not knowledgeable of, and that's pretty much the inner workings with Sebastian's case. Like, why would I be?
So
Right. Even if I didn't do this, I was just going to do it on my own.
Aren't you glad, Brittany, that I twisted your arm? about Nik.
Yeah.
I told you, because I do my research, and I'm like,
Just
I
for the
picked up on
record,
it.
I was asked to be a part of it. I didn't go chasing somebody down. They saw what was going on because obviously working on Sebastian's case, they've seen the inner workings and what's been happening. And I was approached and asked if I wanted to, you know, to try to make this stop. And I thought long and hard about it. And yes, I do. And I have nothing to worry about. People somehow say that because I signed a small portion of that filing that I am responsible for everything that happens. When that couldn't be further from the case. I don't think people understand how this is. I'm one small portion of that filing, right? One small portion. I have had issues with another creator who has relentlessly attacked and come after me. My part of the filing is to just get that to stop. I'm not trying to cancel anybody. I'm not trying to destroy anybody's life. I'm trying to get peace. I don't know how people can't understand that. I don't know how people can't, you know, even if you don't like me, relate to that. You know what I mean? I'm asking a judge to make her just simply leave me alone. That's it. Now my words have been taken and twisted, and it's being stated that I am only doing this filing because it was free. No, 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 no. I have proof where I've reached out to attorneys over the course of several months and I have been giving consultations. I have proof where I have sought out help to get this to stop. This is not a situation where I just jumped on a filing and that because I dislike somebody. You can say that it's from 3 years ago that you hurt my feelings. That's fine. I just want to say this and then I'm moving on. I have evidence for every single claim that I have made. Okay. I have full blown evidence, physical evidence of every claim that I have made. And I am 100% within my rights to do this. And also, I have proof, once again, where I have spoken to attorneys and I have been told that I had more than a case, more than enough for a case, and that my life is by merely telling everybody that I am racist, homophobic, animal abuser, and I abuse my children, neglect my children. Just that stuff alone puts my life at risk. So, say what you want, downplay it all you want. That's fine. I don't care. YouTube is not court. YouTube is not court. All these people can say, and you wouldn't believe it, guys. Today alone, I have got several messages, screenshots of people saying that I'm going to get what's coming to me. You want to talk about, I've got several messages of intimidation. I want everybody to listen closely. Whether you support me or you don't. And I'm going to tell you why I haven't done anything up until this point. And this is the God's honest truth. And guess what? I got proof of this too. And I've got mod for days that can stand with me and tell you I have physical proof, verbal proof to prove this. I did not act until now. Well, I need to take that back because not even to say that I didn't act. Like I said, I have been trying to do things privately for months now to figure out how to get this fixed. But I didn't go through with anything because let me be 100% honest. I did not go through with any of it because I was concerned about the backlash. I know how this person works and she has moderators and supporters that will go hard for you. Like they will harm themselves to defend Granny. These people will throw their own selves under the bus. They will throw themselves in front of a metaphorical bus to defend her. And the reason that I haven't acted alone is because I didn't know if I was prepared to handle the backlash. And look at what I'm going through right now. I want you to think about this. Look at how many creators are coming at me. Look at how many people. Look at BTM over there blaming me for everything. Look at what Queen Bee's doing. Look at what Kathy P's doing. Look at all of the people that are, lashing out and talking mad crap about. Imagine that if I went through with a TPO on my own, what would they have done? I didn't know if I was prepared to do that because look at what the hell's happening. These people, do you know how many threats I've received? These people are awful. Am I making myself vulnerable by admitting that? I don't know. Maybe not. That's the honest to God's truth. And the mods in the chat will tell you that. I did not go through with it because I wasn't sure if I could handle what they would try to do to me. Because we're not talking about someone talking trash about you, calling you a bad name, mocking you, making fun of you. It goes beyond that. We're talking about real life things that happen that you got to worry about. And the fact that has to be a concern in itself is a problem. You know it? And look what happened when I did that filing. Look, so there's that. That's pretty much it. Here's another thing too. Stop, Queen. How about y'all stop showing videos of when I was against Betty and Tony? I'm a human being just like you. I can change my mind. Continuing to show videos of where I said things about Betty or I said things about Tony Mathis. That proves nothing. That changes nothing. And it's a mundane,
Yeah, because you said yourself that once you got to meet those people in person, you realized that they're really great people.
Yeah, it's insane. Exactly. You're allowed to change your mind. You can change your mind. You know what I mean? Just because I might have felt some way 1 month, things happen. Different situations transpire. You learn new things. I didn't, you know what I mean? You can change your mind. They act like I'm sure that if I go back, I could find where QB was talking shit on some of the people that's on her panel now.
Huh? Why?